Alright guys, so this is XSalvator. Let me divert your attention first to the sidearm. So this is a tech target eliminator with a plunger tube move up, if that's what you want to call it. K26 inside, improved seal, padded plunger head, and a brass barrel. Advantage of the moved plunger tube is you get more draw on the pistol. I have a dart in here, but hopefully it doesn't hurt me too bad. We're just going to test the seal. Pretty good. Actually, let me get that dart out. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to test the seal real quick. And put that back in. Yeah, it has a really good seal. At end war, I clocked it going about 120. It can get some pretty good ranges at pretty good power. So it's a very nice pistol. I love the grip. I love the Eliminator, and I wanted it to be the sidearm for one of my favorite builds. So that's why I picked the Eliminator. Let's move on to the actual build / the actual thing you guys came to see. So this is XSalvator. Some of you might be able to tell what's going on. I'm going to remove the mag. And if we're on this side, it's a lot more clear of what is going on here. So on this side, we have a Rayven right back here. And on the back, there's a long shot stock integrated. Up here is a long shot front gun. That is the main part of the body. And then down here, we have parts of a Panther grip for the Panther trigger right here. We have a Tech 6 slide. And then we have the back stock cut in half of a Cougar on each side. A bunch of Busby guns gave their lives up for this blaster. And then we have a Nitron scope up here. And that's all the parts of the blasters that are in this. And then inside, it is running in the back cage, Make Test Battle 130 Rhinos. And then in the front here, we have XP 180s, which I believe are now discontinued. So, yes, this has 2 flywheel cages, and you can hear it when you rev the blaster. It's very loud and very intimidating. It's awesome. So, features, as you just saw, it is a Rayven with a rev trigger. Now inside here you can see where some of the magic happens. We have a brass guide right here to guide the darts through the double flywheels. That keeps jams less likely to happen and it just makes the blaster easier. And a little more accurate, a little bit. And then in here we have a Hooligan Blaster Co. We have a Hooligan Blaster Co. full auto kit in here. Stay. It's right here. Mine actually broke. If I can find the picture, I'll put it in. So I ran a screw in the back, and it's working very, very well now because it's reinforced. So I'll show you some firing real quick. I did Make Test Battles. This is pretty much a rapid strike inside, as it has the full auto kit. So I did Make Test Battles rapid strike guide, so I can only shoot the blaster if it's revving. So let's do it real quick. Has a very nice rate of fire. So, otherwise, up front we have an XBZ shotgun. Now, you're probably wondering how this works. There's a sledge fire shell up here where you can load 3 darts. Now, after that, you are running around, you want to have a backup, you know? You don't have to pull something out. So, you pull your shotgun grip back. What was that noise? Back here, there's an electric bike pump. Or an electric tire pump, my bad. And that fills up this gauge, and it fills up your XBZ tank up front. Now, the gauge does go back down. I run it to about 40 to 45 PSI, my XBZ tank there, and that's to keep your tank from exploding, so that's nice. Has some pretty nice fitment on there, if I do say so myself. So you're running around, you're about to get sprayed by some zombies. Do that real quick, and then... it's a little finicky still. it has to be pulled a certain way. The XYZ button is a little up, so you have to pull it more, push it up like that. See, it's more like that instead of a normal push back. It just depends. Most of the time when I'm like, most of the time when you're running around and you just need to, it works. You just have to pull it back. So it's a very nice feature to have, and it is the reason I used the long shot front gun shell, is I wanted to have an underslung grenade launcher / shotgun. I eventually chose the shotgun because shotguns are cool. On this side, we have some more bits and bobs. Up here, we have the half of a recon stock to house my voltmeter. Let me get that in the camera real quick. It's a nice little voltmeter, so when you're running around like this, I don't have enough space for this. When you're running around, you can just tilt your blaster and there's your voltage. This is in storage mode, this LiPo, just for some testing. Voltage drops, it all works. And then that's just a nice little shroud. And then on this side, we have a gigantic battery tray. This is from an old rocket launcher toy I got. Now, if we unscrew the thumb screw right here, you can see my battery inside with the battery tray off and a custom carved Salvator. The X was already on here, so that made it convenient. Custom carved Salvator. We have my LiPo. Now, it goes the whole way back to here. It is a 2,200, I believe, milliamp 3S LiPo. It is a huge LiPo, and here you can see my XP180s. The wires here, I've made sure they do not interfere with the motors every time I put them in. It's a very delicate. I have a very specific way of putting the wires in, so there's no hazards there, and everything's heat shrunk, so there should be no shortages anytime soon. Now, back here, we don't actually have anything in this battery tray. It is actually wiring. It's a wiring channel. If I grab a screwdriver, I will show you. I haven't done this in a while. If I lift this off, you can see all of my wires and my tubing are going through that channel. There wouldn't have been a LiPo strong enough to power anything in this. If there was, there are 3S's that are capable of fitting in there safely, but it wouldn't last a while because this is a gigantic battery to power 2 flywheel cages at once and a 12-volt pump and, you know, electronics, and yeah. So I went opting with the biggest battery tray I could, and it actually, when you're holding it, it doesn't distribute weight weird at all. It is bulky on one side like a Strife, but I was okay with that. It actually makes, since the battery tray's here, it already has some bulk, so I decided just to bulk it up on this side. And it does make it look very intimidating, but there's no holes in the blaster. You can't see all the insides. It's all nicely puttied, and yeah, it just looks very nice. The only holes are right here, and that's actually to let some heat out from the motors and everything. I was going to fill them, but I decided some heat venting would be good for this blaster if it's going to be running full auto and everything. External paint-wise, we have a duplicolor vinyl dye black as a base coat. After that, we have a blue duplicolor vinyl dye, and then we did the same blue cryptic as we did on the pistol. Now, these ended up ripping and tearing in a few places, and there are some bubbles, I will admit that. Most of the places that you actually have to use the blaster, grip-wise, stock-wise, cheek rest-wise, hand grip-wise, there's no bubbles at all, so it's not that big of a deal. I went with a nautical-themed paint job on these 2 blasters. The bubbles can represent water bubbles, so it's fine enough for me. I think it looks great overall, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out paint-wise. Internally-wise, it's even better. I'll show a picture here. Nothing is in this blaster that does not need to be. LEDs are out of the question because this blaster is so full to the brim with stuff, nothing else would fit. There's even like zip ties keeping wires from hitting flywheels and a bunch of fancy tricks that I tried that worked out just enough for this blaster to function perfectly. So, I will get into a firing demo shortly. One more thing I would like to announce about this blaster. I have already gotten an offer too. This is never going to be for sale, unless I'm getting out of the hobby. I'll make a video about that, but it's probably never going to happen. This is easily over about 200 hours of work. This blaster took a lot of my time to get the body work perfect, and it took about a year and 3 months to complete, and I am never going to get rid of it. Constant tinkering and trying to improve on the design every day for about that long has made it one of my favorite projects, and I will never be selling it. It's hitting very hard, and it's getting great FPS and great performance, and it's very reliable. I would hate to lose a blaster like that, so that is a no. I know I've gotten some offers, and I would kindly refuse every single one of them. It's just not worth it. This blaster is easily worth all of my time and effort. Performance-wise, that sounded weird, but performance-wise, it is running the 2 motor sets I specifically told. So back here we have 130 Rhinos and a stock Rayven cage with worker flywheels, and up here we have a stock Strife cage with worker flywheels and XP 180s. So these motors are very good for afterburner setups. These are standard Rhino motors, getting about 120 out of this cage and flywheel setup. And then the XP 180s launch the dart to about 150, 160 FPS. That's where this blaster is hitting. It is hitting some very good performance tiers and stuff. The XBZ is probably getting about 80 FPS with each dart. And if I could single it, but I don't want to. Which, I mean, I'd have to change the whole front out because this is glued onto the XBZ tank at this point. But I'm estimating the XBZ singled could get about 220, 240 with the right barrel setup, but this is getting about 80 per barrel and goes about 40 feet. So that's good for me as a backup shot, so I'm happy with that. Now to everybody's favorite part, the shooting and performance test of both blasters. So, let's go then, shall we? Alright guys, this is going to be the shooting test of XSalvator. Just some deer with an albino. Thought that was interesting. Anyway, so this is running on a 3S with 12 round mags. I have another over there and the pistol to test. So we're just going to be shooting downrange. Again, this is a full auto blaster. And then I'll be testing the pump after I do the mags, as I'm doing it one-handed because my tripod broke. And I'm poor. So, here's a 12 round. Here's another 12 round mag. So they're easily reaching the fence, but as you can, or not the fence, but they're easily reaching the shed, but as you can see, they're elite darts, so they're fishtailing all over the place. But I have used waffles in this, and it's shooting very well. So next I'm going to move on to the underbarrel attachment, and that's just going to be one because I don't have enough darts, and I'm stupid, so. We're going to pump it up. And firing. So it's a respectable spread, and it's about 40 feet away. Pretty good to me as a backup shot. Alright, so this is going to be the shooting of the pistol. I'm going to do 3 shots cut because, again, one-handed, and I'm lazy. So, shot number 1. Shot number 2. And shot number 3. Ooh, that one hit the bottom of the shed. So the pistol can get about, that's about 100 feet, almost. Probably a little less, honestly, I haven't measured it out. And XSalvator's shotgun can hit about 40, while the main blaster can hit about as far as the pistol. So, that has been the shooting of XSalvator. Let's cut back in for the final segment. Yeah, I'm never getting those darts back as 24 elites and about 6 hard tips. That sucks. Also would like to note, before I go inside, yes, it does look a lot better outside because of natural lighting. Just some glamour shots. And I tried to run this with hard tip FVJs, and it does not like FVJs with the dual flywheels so far apart. It likes elites and waffle tips and some Koosh brands. That's fine with me because that's all I run. So just want to point that out. This can use any dart as it is, you know, a sledge fire shell. And the pistol can use anything as well. Primarily on the same realm as the shotgun attachment. So, yeah. More time in the video wasted. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope you like this blaster as much as I do. I'll have some bloopers because there are plenty in this video because this took a freaking long time because I can't stop rambling. Anyway, if you guys like this blaster, like my crappy commentaries and videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means the world to me. It helps me produce better blasters quicker. I'm trying to get videos out, but I like to work before I make videos. I might try to do a build log or two after my big project that I'm doing right now. I sure have some overviews coming up soon. So yeah, if you want to see any of those, just like, comment, and subscribe, as I said. And that is all for today. And as always, have a great day. Can't show that. My face was in it. We can't show that. Can't show it. Nope, 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 no, no, nope, nope, nope. Cut it, cut it, cut it. My face was in it. We're not revealing faces yet. Cut that shit, bro. Cut it, just cut it, cut it. God, I don't even know what to do now.